We're here this morning at the 43rd Annual Farm City Festival. We're out at the Ag Center on Highway 90. Each year we have a celebration that celebrates bringing our farm businesses together with our city businesses. This is a partnership building activity. This morning we're going to have tractor pulls, and then all throughout the day we'll have food vendors, arts and crafts vendors. We've got people here from Alabama and Georgia. Some great kids activities. We've got children bringing in their poster contests this week that were delivered to kindergarten, first and second grade children throughout Jackson County. So we're just here trying to educate our children on where their food comes from and to celebrate our heritage and our bounty here in Jackson County.
The 1913 Fairbanks Morse 15 horsepower motor. It's 103 years old, develops at 250 RPM with 15 horsepower max. It originally came from a sugarcane mill here in Florida. We are the third owner. We've had it for quite a while. Sometimes she'll start right, sometimes she won't. But if on a good day, you watch the smoke ring that's coming out of this cannon, it'll blow perfect smoke ring every time. It's fun. The whole unit weighs 2 tons. And it's not hard to start once you get it going. But if weather ain't right and she don't feel good, she won't start. Just like anybody else.
Good morning. This is the progression of Maytag wash machine engines. They started out with a wooden tub wash machine. It was a wringer type, and Maytag was very innovative man. He made a sausage grinder that also fit on the wash machine. You would take the wringer off and place the sausage grinder and stuffer on there, and also you could take the agitator out of the wash machine, and that was a butter churn that fit in there, and the wash machine would actually churn your butter for you. And Maytag, and also in the early 20s, they built 2 different model cars. I don't know if you can get that. All right, and here's the picture of the wash machine with the butter churn and the sausage and stuffer and grinder. This is how it started out. This is in 1916. This is one of the first ones they built, so that's 100 years old now. And they built them through the time, and you can see how they've improved the models. These models here had a flat belt that went over to the wash machine, and the starter was on the wash machine. This model here was a V-belt, and so was this one. And then the starter was on the engine itself. This long pipe that's down here is a flexible exhaust pipe that you would have attached to the engine, and it would be coiled up on the wash machine itself, so that when you pulled the wash machine into the kitchen where the water was, then you'd have to throw the exhaust pipe outside so you wouldn't die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I mean, they knew about that back then too.
I'm Herschel Veach. I'm the president of the Chipola Beekeepers in Marianna, Florida. And we're out here. We have a table set up. We're here to talk about bees and the things that bees do and how to extract honey and how to process it. And we also have products for sale, honey and candles and jewelry and stuff like that. Primarily, we're here to answer questions for the public, and when people have an issue with bees, we're somebody that they can call and talk to, and we will assist them in whatever way we can.
Tim Powell from Compass Lake. I've been keeping bees since high school back in '69. I went to the Sears farm catalog, the thin farm catalog, and ordered the bee supplies and started beekeeping in New York. The post office said hurry up and get the cage of bees out of the office, so I got the bees and started raising bees. Moved down here in '71 to Florida and been here since. This is the queen being marked and attended by the worker bees. We have to locate the queen bee, and make sure she's there in the hive and laying properly. She lays up to 2,000 eggs in the summertime, and we mark them so we can locate them quickly on the frame of thousands of bees.
Name's Danny Ty from Blakely, Georgia, and I do blacksmithing. I tell people I go to these arts and crafts and different parks and demonstrate living history, because the kids and people have not seen what a blacksmith really did back in the 1800s, 1850s, in that age time, where when you had to go to the blacksmith to get everything that you had in your log cabin and your homestead. The blacksmith made the nails for your homes. He made the hinges, he made the door catches, he made all the tools. Some of them even specialize in guns and stuff like that. So I demonstrate and show people how it was done. I'm burning coal in my fire, and I got a hand crank blower. The old blacksmith had bellows, but I'm using a hand crank blower, and I heat my iron up to 12 to 1400 degrees, and I put it on the anvil and take a hammer and forge out nails and different things that I make to show people. The fella from Albany, David McWilliams, they call him Country, he was showing me how to start, and he helped me make this spoon that were being used in the kitchen years ago. A cooking grilling spatula that I come up with a design on for your barbecue grill. Have a grilling fork also for your barbecue grill. And people that really like grilling, like these steak turners. You hook that steak, pick it up, but at the house I have to have chicken. This is a replica of a 1800s cooking spatula. So back in that time period, this is exactly what your spatula would have probably looked like. I make other stuff. I got some skewers for your shish kebabs that go on your barbecue grill. And this stuff, you can take it and clean it and put some oil on it and season it just like your cast iron frying pan, so it won't rust in between the uses of it. I make decorative hooks for hanging stuff on the wall. And I made a hook this morning that you hang on your closet door. You could hang your suit on it when you get ready to put it on, or something pretty. Years ago, when you lived in the log cabins, you would have had these J-hooks. You would just drove it into the wall of the cabin, and when you wasn't eating, you hung your dining room chairs up on the wall so that you'd be out of the way, so you could use the dining room table to do other things in the log cabin. This piece was given to me by a friend that scuba dives. He was in the Spring Creek and found 4 of these. And what this is there was a sawmill over there in the years back. I don't know what year period it was, but they would go up the creek and cut the logs and get them to the creek, and they would drive these in the end of the logs and tie a bunch of them together, and then they would raft the logs down to the sawmill. And when they was taking them out, they lost some of them in the creek. is I've drawn this out to a point to where I can curl it and make a hook out of it or something. And now when you forge it, you want it about 1,200–1,400 degrees. But now this is around 600–700 degrees now. It's still hot enough to burn.
Darren Henry. I'm from Porter, Texas, and I'm a PhD student at the University of Florida. And we live and work at the North Florida Research and Education Center in Marianna, Florida. So at the research station, we do mostly beef nutrition and reproduction research. We also do several studies looking at different forage types and how efficiently those animals use them. And one of the ways that we do that is with a cannulated animal, which is this steer over here that has a cannula that we can reach into his rumen. And the rumen is essentially the stomach of a cow or a steer, and we can pull out the digesta that the animal's already eaten to see how efficiently he's being able to use that diet or forage, whatever he's consuming at that time.
Hey, I'm Helen Taylor, and we're here with Southern Craft Creamery. I'm at the Farm City Day Festival in Marianna at the Ag Center. So if you'd like to come out and enjoy a scoop of ice cream, right now we're serving sweet cream, salted dark chocolate, salty caramel, Tupelo honey, and coffee. Come get a scoop and learn more about our dairy farm, Sindel Farms.
Okay, I'm Myra Hurst, and we're here at the Jackson County Agricultural Center out on Highway 90 West, and we're having our Farm City Fest. Started yesterday with a breakfast yesterday morning, tractor drive into Marianna at the farmers market, and then the lawnmower pull was last night. Today we have the tractor pull, antique tractor pull, and we have vendors all on our grounds here. We have historical vendors, we have agricultural vendors, and we have arts and crafts vendors. The turnout has just been wonderful this weekend. Beautiful weather. God has blessed us richly. And this is to bring the city and the farm or the rural area together to see the importance. It takes both to make a real community. It takes them working together. This is a product of that working together. The committee that has worked on this is our third year of having this type of venue here. We had the Farm City Fest. This is the 43rd Farm City Fest. But 3 years ago, my husband Steve and I were asked if we could put together a tractor drive. And we said, yes, we can, if you'll let us have a tractor pull also. And then each year it has grown, and this year it's 3 times bigger than it was the first year. We're just thrilled that everything has turned out as well as it has.